Is man free or determined? In other words, are our decisions truly coming from free will, or are they all predetermined by nature, circumstances, or even destiny? This has been one of the oldest questions in philosophy, and in this video I promise you a final answer supported by both science and philosophy. 1. Everyday examples. Take a simple example. You get up to drink a glass of water. You might think that decision was free, but in fact, you wouldn't have done it unless you first felt thirsty. Your body dictated the choice. Another example. If you were born in Somalia, chances are you'd have to work since childhood to survive. But if you were born in a wealthy country to a middle-class family, you'd probably just focus on education. You did not choose your parents, your country, or even the fact that you were born human in the year 2025. Yet all these circumstances shape your choices. So are you completely determined? Not 100%, but you are never completely free either. Your environment and memories define your personality and therefore your decisions. 2. Memory and experience. Before you do anything, your brain recalls past experiences. Imagine you invite a friend home, but suddenly you lose your memory. You'll think he's a stranger invading your house and react differently. Your choice depends on memories you don't control. 3. Scientific evidence. Now let's move to science. In the 1980s, neuroscientist Benjamin Libet conducted a famous experiment. He asked participants to flex their wrist whenever they wished. Surprisingly, brain scans showed that the readiness potential, the brain preparing the movement, appeared hundreds of milliseconds before the person reported the conscious decision to act. This means the brain decides before you are even aware of deciding. Later studies with fMRI by Soon et al. 2008 showed that scientists could predict a person's choice up to 7 seconds before they became conscious of it. That strongly suggests free will is an illusion. So even when you feel you freely chose, your brain had already made the decision. 4. Philosophy. This is why the great philosopher Baruch Spinoza argued for determinism. He said humans believe themselves to be free because they are aware of their actions but ignorant of the causes that determine them. In his view, freedom is nothing more than understanding necessity. 5. Why do we feel? You may ask, if we are biological robots, why do we feel emotions? The answer, feelings are just neurochemical responses. Pain makes you withdraw your hand. Hunger makes you seek food. Insults may trigger sadness or anger through hormones like cortisol or adrenaline. All of this is still the brain reacting mechanically. And if consciousness were separate from the brain, where does it go when you sleep deeply or when you are under anesthesia? You are your brain. Change the brain, and you change you. 6. Religious evidence. Even major religions confirm this idea. Quran. And Allah created you and what you do. 37:96. You do not will except that Allah wills. 76:30. Bible. Greater than in their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Proverbs 16:9. All of these texts emphasize that human will itself is under a greater will. After philosophy, science, and religion, the answer is clear. Humans are not free agents in the way we think. We are shaped and determined by biology, memory, environment, and destiny. We are, in the end, sophisticated biological machines. Now the question for you, do you still believe in free will? Or are we all determined? Share your thoughts in the comments.